And now, our feature presentation.
To infinity and beyond!
My name's Bond. James Bond.
That'll do, Pig.
Bad boys, what you gonna do?
Sorry with the box. What was in the box?
Ew! Get off of me! Ugh, that's it.
A lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Houston, we have a problem.
Welcome back, everybody, to 52/1995. And this isn't just a normal episode. This is the final chapter, episode 52, or 53, I guess it would be. But after a full year of moments, memories, debates, laughs, surprises, cringes, it all comes down to this, the end of the run. But we're not just wrapping things up, we're celebrating them. So tonight we're going to be doing the Slashies, our very own award show honoring the moments, people, stories, and chaos that defined 52/1995. Highs, lows, unforgettable, and the completely unexpected. But before we get into any of that stuff, I want to welcome my guests, Alyssa and Ryan, to the fray. How are you guys doing? It's day 3 of 3. I feel like we're old friends now.
3 in a row.
3 in a row.
It was really nice talking to you guys about Clueless yesterday. After I signed off, I immediately drank everything in the world. And, I woke up 2 hours ago and I'm very hungover, but I had to be here for the Slashies to celebrate the best year of cinema.
That's sometimes how I feel after getting off of here too. I just want to just drink nonstop.
To another beautiful year.
Oh gosh, why does my my screen keeps going out? Can you guys still see me?
I can see you. You're beautiful.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I don't know. I must have a loose connection or something. Well, before we do our Slashies, I want to talk to both of you and just kind of see how you all did within this year. Like, what did you think about, like, what were your thoughts about 1995? Seeing the list of movies, were there things that, like, were you excited about this year, or was this a year where you were like, there's not a lot good to come out of this?
I think this is the year that I've watched the most movies of the 3 years of this podcast. If I were, I think 93 might have been one of my favorite years that we've done, but this one was like a really close second, just with the options. And this one, it is like you said at a couple different points, like a very kid-friendly year. Like we get a lot of like cult classics, we get a lot of interesting stuff. Yeah, I think overall 95 was a good year for movies.
Yeah, I agree with that. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, I agree. I think I couldn't remember far enough back, but I remember looking at your schedule when you released it in January and going, this one's worse. But I don't remember exactly what was in 1994 that I thought was better. Looking over all of the movies now, it's like an interesting mix of very 1990s, the wholesomeness and 4-quadrant family, all audiences movies. But you have a lot of creativity too. There's a lot of cool indie stuff happening in very different genres all over the place. And looking back at the movies that we or 52 / watched this year, there's not one in here that I'm like, screw it, I'll never watch it again. It was not worth it. Maybe some bonus episodes, but that's what the bonus episodes are for.
Yeah.
I look at the biggest ones and I can roll my eyes at the nostalgia. I've just heard enough about Apollo 13 and Batman Forever in my life. I think they're maybe overpraised, as good as they may be. But all of the little ones in between are just kind of gems. So it was a great year.
Yeah. Was there one movie that stood out to you more than any of the others? Like something maybe that you looked on with fresh eyes, 2025 eyes, and said, wow, that was better than I remember? Or was there something that you hadn't seen before? Alyssa, I know this is a big one for you because you haven't seen a lot of things, but is there something out there that you were like, wow, that movie was way better than I even thought it was going to be?
I would say El Pastino is one that my brain goes back to, mostly because I'm very limited on my movie knowledge, and I'm really, really limited on my foreign movie knowledge. And that was an Oscar nom, right? That was
Yep,
an
that was
Oscar
one of the
nom month,
best picture.
and we're like, how did this film get nominated? And then we watched it. I was like, I get it. This makes a lot of sense. And it was a cute watch, but like little sweeter and like kind of Ryan said, wholesome, that more wholesome than Braveheart. But I think that's one that I think my brain goes back to often. It wasn't my like top movie of the year, but it is one that I'm really happy I got to see.
Yeah. What about you, Ryan?
Yeah, looking for like surprises. I guess I do think I had seen Sense and Sensibility, but I think it was probably just folded in with every parlor room drama from the 90s, and I hadn't revisited it as an individual movie. So that one was kind of a joy to watch. I liked it a lot. The rest of them are kind of, you know what? I don't always watch the ones that I don't have to be on or like talk about. So I probably missed some good ones. Like I've never seen some of these still species and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think everything was great. If anything, there's maybe a little cultural moments like Dangerous Minds that I went back to and was like, ooh, yeah, I
Yeah.
don't care about that. Like it was such a big event when it happened, and going back, you can see how 1995 it is.
I had coworkers recommend The Usual Suspects for me, like 6 months before we were supposed to watch it. So I had a lot of hype around that one, and I was like, "Oh, it's fine."
I do
Yeah.
think The Usual Suspects is one of the most overhyped movies of all time. People
Yeah.
still rave and rave.
I think I can agree with that a little bit.
I like it, but it's not as good as people like remember it
Yes.
being, because that
And
twist, the twist just blew everybody's minds, and it sticks with them 30 years later. And then when you look at the movie around the twist, it's kind of just fine.
Yeah. I think there's really good moments, good acting moments from it, but overall, yeah, it doesn't hit quite as hard as it once did. Like especially when I was in college, I thought that movie was kind of it. But I agree with both of you. I was actually going to say Sense and Sensibility if you didn't say it. Il Postino, fantastic. What a surprise. I enjoyed myself so much watching that movie. I was able to find a VHS copy of it, which was really cool for me too, because I didn't think that would be one that I would grab. But Sense and Sensibility really honestly blew me away, and how much I was into that. I don't mind those type of movies. But I have seen, like we've talked about parlor room drama. I didn't really love Age of Innocence as much as I think you might have.
I like the book a lot, so I fuck with the movie a lot harder than it deserves. It's not that great a movie.
But with Sense and Sensibility, I really liked it, and I was like, man, I want to do more of this. I want to see the '96 version of Emma, and I want to watch the Pride and Prejudice, especially the one around this time, the Colin Firth one that everybody talks about from the Masterpiece Theater stuff. So those were really surprises to me. I think a couple of the things that I held a little bit dear to my, like, I was like, oh yeah, I remember loving this movie and thinking it was really good, was Now and Then, which I still have fond memories of, but I don't know if it all holds up as well as I remember watching as a kid. But I really love that one. And honestly, I think there's some other ones on the extra credit list that we did this year that really stood out to me that I was surprised about. I don't know if there's a couple for you all on that list. I know you didn't watch all of them, but yeah.
Was it The Incredibly True Adventure of Two Girls in Love?
Yeah.
That was, I mean, that was like April, but oh my God, like that is, I mean, like the perfect little lesbian movie. I loved that movie, and it was so cute, and just two teenagers in love, and I was like all about it. I was like, that one like really shocked me, because again, it was an extra credit episode, and we're like, we'll see how it goes, and I was like, this is it, love it so much. We also both liked 9 Months. That one was kind of like a throwaway a little bit, but it was a lot cuter than I thought it was going to be. Also got really French at the end, but
yes, definitely
it got
very
weird.
French.
But that one was a lot cuter than I expected, especially because if you look back when we did like the research, like, you look back, what's his name? Hated that.
And there's the story around 9 Months and why it gets buried is because of the Hugh Grant of it all, and him getting caught with the sex worker, and cheating on Elizabeth Hurley and all that stuff that goes along with it. So yeah,
Oh,
that
wow.
one does get a little bit buried because of
Well,
the
it was
around it.
the quote unquote reason for he thought he did so poorly in that movie that he got
Mhm.
depressed, and that led him to cheating. And I was like, that really wasn't that bad, guy.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad at all. But yeah, no, I love 9 months, or I thought 9 months was good, not great, but it definitely better than I thought it was going to be.
Hmm.
I'm
Anything
looking at
from
I'm looking
yeah.
at the extra credit stuff too, and Party Girl was a bonus episode and could have been maybe a full
Mhm.
52 slash episode because it's kind of gotten better with time and more beloved in time. I think people are rediscovering that now. I've heard more people talk about Party Girl in the past 2 years than I ever, and I watched it maybe 2 years ago for the first time. I didn't know it
Mhm.
existed. So I think like it's coming into its own at the moment. It's on a lot of streaming services. But that's definitely a 1995 gem that got forgotten and is being rediscovered.
Yeah, I was a little bit better, more intentional about the extra credit movies this year. I tried to pepper in movies that were considered, really well liked and appreciated at the time. So like that month that you're talking about, Party Girl and like Kicking and Screaming and Safe, the
Safe.
Todd Haynes movie,
Yeah.
all, well loved, good movies. And then in August when we did Secret of Roan Inish, which was
Yeah.
super surprising to me. Loved that movie, fell in love with that movie, even though there's like a naked boy or a little boy running around for like 40% of that movie. And then Exotica too, that Adam Agoyan movie. I really liked that movie, much different than The Secret of Roan Inish, but I really fell for that movie a lot. So
The Secret of Ronin-ish had the craziest trailer and that was completely different. I was like, what are we about to embark on? And then it was a lot cuter than I thought it was going to be.
she almost didn't watch it because of the her getting out of the seal skin. She was like, I'm not gonna do this.
I wasn't
And then she
into
was
it.
like, let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
I feel like I might have been on that episode.
Yeah,
I
I think
I,
so.
I don't remember Exotica at all. She's a
I,
seal?
I no,
Maybe it's one I
exotic
didn't watch.
Ronin-ish.
Roan Inish is the seal movie.
Yes, I was looking at that month. I was like, I think I was on that one, and Secret of Roan Inish stuck out immediately. I was like, oh, I remember that movie. I'll always remember that movie. It's kind of indelible and uniquely cool. And then it took me a minute to think about Smoke, but I don't remember Exotica or To Die For. I don't know if I just didn't watch them.
Yeah, I might not have watched those. To Die For was also good. It's a Gus Van Sant movie, and Nicole Kidman's in that movie.
Yes, I know To Die For. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think I always forget the name of that movie. I've seen it multiple times, and I came into that podcast having seen it before and had forgotten the name then. I just think it's not really well named.
No. Exotica was a Canadian movie. Adam McGoyan, like I said, is the director of that, and it's a lot about grief. There's some things about like fetishes in there a little bit, and voyeurism, and watching, a lot of watching being done in that movie. I was really surprised by it. I thought it was going to kind of be trashier than it was, and it was actually a little bit smarter than I had anticipated going in. So Smoke was fine.
I kind of enjoyed Smoke. I think I just like the concept of it more than the actual execution. But I watched it on my phone outside of a DMV, waiting for my number to be called. But I made the DMV better, so I guess it's a little hard. But the only other bonus episode that I feel like I want to just put a pin in is the City of Lost Children. The crazy, weird French film that's like a little too scary for kids, but also fairy tale-ish. It was really cool. I loved that. I didn't know it existed, and I'm happy that we got to see it.
Yeah, I think that's by the same guy that did Delicatessen.
Yes,
that movie, and very similar in the style and everything there. But yeah, great movie. I would recommend that a lot. If there was one movie from the year 1995 that you would, if somebody was like, I just want to watch one movie from 1995, what movie would you tell them to watch?
That's pretty tough.
Depends on the person.
Yeah. To define it, what defines 95 to you?
I think I might pick Toy Story.
Yeah.
I think that one, it's doesn't matter who I'm recommending it to. It's safe for everybody. But it's something that is enjoyable for everybody, and it is really that like cultural shift of Disney moving into Pixar. It really was the first of its kind. I like seeing it as a child being like, this is the future, right? This is technology with three-dimensional art cartoons. And
Crazy, yeah.
I think that would be my pick.
Yeah.
I think that's really good. Just as a side note, when we were talking about going back and being a little disappointed by what we remember, I actually expected that to happen more often. I think things like Toy Story, I was like, oh yeah, of course it was amazing, but now that we've had 30 years of Pixar, it's not gonna be that good, and it's that good. Or I think Jumanji, I expected to be like, oh, this is just millennial nostalgia, and I went back and I was like, this movie is still really good, like it's really well made. So there's a lot of that. Toy Story, I thought about that one. I think it would come down to like the 1995 movie has to be like either Braveheart or Apollo 13 for like American cinema. It's in the canon. It's in the Hall of Fame immediately, and it's never leaving. After 50 years, it'll still be there, kind of thing.
Yeah, people are still going to talk about it.
Apollo 13, yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Those are all good answers, and I think those are probably the best ones for the year, honestly. Toy Story also, just their cultural impact alone.
Yeah.
The only other thing I might say is
Crumb.
Yeah, Crumb. Major Pain.
Oof, I forgot.
This is
I don't want to meme on heavyweights too much, but I almost immediately said heavyweights, obviously.
Heavyweights. I mean, it's incredible. There's a lot of heavyweight. There's a lot of heavyweights on the Slashies. I should say that. So
I did vote for it multiple times in different categories.
Yeah, I need to put a restriction on the amount of times people can vote and making sure that everybody votes. But we did get a lot more voters this year than we did last year. So yeah, so pretty happy about that. Pretty happy about the show. Do you guys want to get into our first categories and talk about or kick off the Slashies?
Absolutely.
Let's get slashed.
Let's get slashed. Let me share my screen here and see how this appears on. Oh, we all disappear. Wow.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. There we go. I like this one way better. All right. Welcome to your 52/1995 Slashies. We're going to go in order of importance of, I think, these categories. So kind of like what they do at the real Academy Awards, but we'll see how this goes. All right. We got our sexiest scene coming out. Did this feel like a very sexy year to you guys?
No.
Yeah, just looking at the nominations. No.
No, these were insane. So I always put out, a lot of things. I didn't include one of the write-ins because it was funny, but it didn't win. So I didn't keep it on there. But anyway, our nominees are the pool scene from Showgirls, which is insane. I beg people to go back and watch that and tell me that that's sexy. El Mariachi and Elena in bed from Desperado. Jesse and Celine while they're eating and doing the phone calls back and forth to each other. Sydney sleeping over in The American President. The tent scene in Billy Madison. Dr. Chase Meridian, which is just Nicole Kidman in a sheet and nothing else. And then William Wallace's marriage and that whole scene of them coming together, figuratively and literally. And our winner is William Wallace marriage scene. Yeah, I didn't vote for this, but I
might have. I do remember that scene being. It is very meaningful and sweet in the context. Like I said, the category isn't full of a lot of actual passion, but this one felt very sincere, at least, and as romantic as it was sexy. So yeah, I think it's a pretty good scene.
Yeah. It doesn't give you much more than this. Like, it doesn't get very sexy after this. Because she immediately gets killed in the next little bit. And bad, yeah. So that's our winner for sexiest. The voters choose. I don't choose. I don't skew these votes. This is what everybody chose. So
I mean, it was such a good night. He conquered a nation when it was taken away from him.
We love it. Let's go to our next category, which is best dressed. One of the most one-sided victories, I would say, on our thing today. So we've got Clueless, Sense and Sensibility, a couple latecomers with Casino and Mortal Kombat. I would agree. Both of those have pretty good period piece costumes, Casino has period piece costume. Mortal Kombat just has
It's like
insanity.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
It's a period piece. It takes place in a different.
Yeah, you're not telling me that Mortal Kombat isn't historical, right?
I don't know when they were fighting. Time is a flat circle. And our winner for best dressed film with the best costumes is Clueless.
Of course.
I mean,
Absolutely.
Could it not be? We talked about it yesterday. The fashion is iconic in this movie. Mortal Kombat is definitely a period piece. Thank you from the.
There was a trivia we didn't share yesterday about Donatella Versace based 2018 fall line on this movie.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it's got to be the only movie from 1995 that has inspired an actual fashion line. So
that's pretty great. There's so much plaid. So much plaid. No, but I think even not only are the outfits that they're wearing good, but everybody around them is so good too. Even the side characters are dressed up. You have everybody in their little cliques dressed up. So I think, some time and effort goes into that, and it showed. So congratulations to Clueless for winning this award. I wish that we had somebody to accept these awards on their behalf. That De Niro coral jacket, though, once I saw Casino pop up, I was like, yeah, that person, whoever voted for that is right. The costumes are pretty great. That award usually goes to, and at the Oscars too, usually goes to the period piece film. So Sense and Sensibility, but it is what it is.
Right. Yeah. They usually win the costuming at the Oscars and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I do think that's one of the best things about parlor room dramas is the fashion, the dress porn of it all.
Mm-hmm. The attention to detail. That's that's definitely it. All right, we got our best villain up here. This could be however you want to interpret it, whether you think they're the most evil person or if they're just fun, kind of like I have my dear friend Hannibal Lecter.
Talk about best dressed.
So our best villain nominees are Sid from Toy Story, Deacon from Waterworld. There was a lot of Waterworld love among the voters this year. Crystal Connors. Me too. Crystal Connors from Showgirls, Tony Perkis from Heavyweights, Eric from Billy Madison, Shang Tsung from Mortal Kombat, and Simon, a latecomer from Die Hard with a Vengeance. And this one eked out a victory here. You might have guessed it, but it's Tony Perkis.
As it should be.
Yeah. I might have voted Tony Perkis, but I think I was hovering on Deacon. I might have voted Deacon as well.
Yeah?
Because he is great. Dennis
Hopper's so
much fun
good
in that movie.
Yeah.
And I hadn't really thought that hard about Crystal from Showgirls, but yeah, what a villain. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sid from Toy Story. I kind of expected Sid to get a little bit more love than he got for being.
I think in 2025 we just see the systemic faults of his home. Feel bad for him. It's a little different now.
Shang Tsung, pretty good villain. Probably the best Shang Tsung we'll ever get in any Mortal Kombat franchise. He was pretty wonderful, and rest in peace.
One of the only actors that really showed up in that movie as an actor.
Yes, and he sadly passed away recently.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, we put that in the Discord, so you should join the Discord. That's a plug.
But Tony Perkis is iconic. Ben Stiller, basically, I remember when Dodgeball came out, and I was like, oh, he's just doing Tony Perkis again. And a lot of people had forgotten Heavyweights. So it was new to them there. But Tony Perkis is psychotic in a beautiful way.
Yes.
I had seen this movie when I was a kid, but I did not have the love for it that I feel like everybody in the Slash universe has for this movie. You love it. Alyssa loves it. Spencer especially loves it. And so rewatching it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna nail this down. And I really do think that Ben Stiller does a great job in this movie. I think it's a very funny kids movie. And Tony Perkis is perfect.
It is fun to compare him to the
Hannibal Lecter.
No, I was gonna say not that he was a bad guy, but in Reality Bites, just It just, I mean, I think we typically think of like Ben Stiller comedy, and this is his role, and he nails it. But it's fun to watch like the dichotomy of, hey, this is only like a year or two difference of the same guy.
It's
Yeah,
true.
absolutely. I mean, Ben Stiller's wildly successful, but I think it took a while for people to realize how good he is of an actor, not just a comic guy, and now directing and producing. Like he clearly has a good artistic eye for every part of the process. And I think he gets his flowers these days, but I think because of like the Zoolander kind of vibe, that people think of him mostly as a clown when he's kind of a Renaissance man.
Yeah, he really does do it all. But that is an interesting thing, especially after this. He goes through his like just those studio comedies, gets in to Meet the Parents a little bit in the early 2000s, and then just kind of hits his stride for about 10 years. And that's the Ben Stiller that I feel like everybody is used to.
I mean, and then Meet the Parents, he's hilarious. He's a straight man, though. Like everybody else is insane, and he's the most like normal person there, kind of. I mean, obviously he gets into a lot of hijinks, makes bad decisions, but he's trying to be a normal guy, and he sells comedy in that way as much as he does as Tony Perkis and Zoolander.
Yeah. So, congratulations, Tony Perkis. I hope he's selling what does he sell door to door now? Watches?
I don't remember.
I can't remember. Well, crystals, that's what it is. Yeah. All right, now it's time for our best click. We've got the nominees are the toys from Toy Story, the Camp Hope kids from Heavyweights, the four friends from Now and Then. I didn't know their names. I know some of them. Cher, Dion, and Ty, and the astronauts from Apollo 13. And our winner is the Camp Hope kids. They just keep winning. They just keep winning. They're on in the background too. They're on in the background. I just met Lars. We just met Lars in the background. So,
well, they're underdogs. All the other clicks are they're kind of the cool kids anyway. You know,
that is true. Some of those toys aren't the most popular,
but no toy gets left behind. That's at the beginning of the movie and the end of the movie. You know, and
you don't have
the next 4 movies.
If you don't have a moving buddy, get one.
Get one.
All right, best friendship. We've got nominees here: Max and PJ, and I think I included Bobby in this, even though he's kind of a shitty friend. Cher and Dion, Jay and Silent Bob from Mallrats, Craig and Smokey from Friday, Buzz and Woody, Tommy and Richard from Tommy Boy, John McClane and Zeus Carver from Die Hard with a Vengeance. This one was very close. Like, one vote separated 3 of these. Any guesses?
Oh, what one?
Yeah.
I don't know. Goofy movie?
Tommy and Richard?
Tommy and Richard? All right.
I don't know.
No, Buzz and Woody, yeah.
It was Buzz and Woody. They eked it out. Craig and Smokey were and what was the other one? I can't even remember now. It was Jay and Silent Bob. Craig and Smokey and Jay and Silent Bob were the next 2.
I might have voted Mallrats. I think if I had watched Friday when I filled this out, had done the rewatch already, I might have gone Friday, but I don't think I did.
Yeah, so it was a close one, but Buzz and Woody eked it out in the end. All right, worst person award. I think this is the biggest landslide that we've had on this show ever. The fact that there are 3 other votes here is hilarious, but we've got Georgia from Georgia, Max from Strange Days, who is a very bad person in my book, Nomi Malone from Showgirls, and then R. Crumb from Crumb, also being the only actual person on this list. No. And he is our winner for the worst person award.
You can't write him that bad. Yeah.
Be nice to women.
Be nice to women is right. I mean,
can I say, well, 2 things. One, because of the complexity and the ickiness and the fascinating aspects of that movie, it was the most rewarding movie to watch and think about as much as it was unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was maybe my favorite conversation to have on 52 Slash this year was Crumb. But also I had either never seen this movie or forgotten everything about it from like 20 years ago. So I'm very glad I watched it, because if somebody had come up and asked me about Art Crumb, I would have had a Wikipedia knowledge that was probably just glazing him about his like very cool art and how unique it was and original. And now at least I can have a more thorough and honest take on him because I didn't realize as much, or I'd forgotten, or never knew.
I am really glad that I put this on the list for 95. I think it's an important movie. We usually don't have I think, well, I had one last year with Hoop Dreams, and then this year with Crumb. I only chose those because of their importance. They're both like movies that people say you have to see. It's on the list of films to see before you die, and very important movies. I am glad I watched it. I agree. It was a great conversation about Crumb. I think there's a complexity to him, especially in the world we live in today. I think it's really important because we're often talking about separating art from the artist. And in Crumb's case, some of his art doesn't even pass the test of being okay. But you take everything. You get everything with Crumb. From his family backstory to his current like living situation and what he's into and all of his.
There's a lot of good conversation surrounding it, like the 60s counterculture, neurodivergence, abusive households, like sexual liberation, along with misogyny and celebrity worship and permissiveness with famous people or successful people. It's very, very complicated, but it's clearly the worst character of the year.
Yeah, definitely the worst. It's also nice to see like with movies that are coming out like Forrest Gump and Apollo 13, and like we see that boomer porn we often talk about, like celebrating those things. Well, this is a boomer with Robert Crumb. We get a boomer with him who is a celebrated boomer of his generation, but on the different side of things. So it is nice to kind of get a little bit of a counter to all of the schmaltzy stuff that we get from the 90s with the boomerification. It's a hard word to say. So we're still having a good conversation about Crumb. How far did you get into the movie, Alyssa?
I didn't even make it through the opening credits.
Yeah.
I got like an intro to him, and then there's the title slide, and then there's the opening credits that show you his drawings. And I went, that one's a little weird. That one's a little weird. Okay, that one's really disturbing. You know what? This one's not going to be for me. And I left.
Very valid.
Very valid. Yes, absolutely. All right.
I do have like one of those cartoons burned into my brain, and I like jolt myself awake at night.
I saw the Keep on Trucking cartoon, which is like his most famous cartoon, right? I saw it on a billboard going to Tennessee a couple of weeks ago. So,
oh, really? So it's still
it's still got some power. I think it was for a car dealership. They used his cartoon for a car dealership. So cool. I hope
good for him.
I wonder if he licensed that out to them. That'd be curious. All right, let's go for biggest badass. I feel like we had a lot of badasses this year. I think we're getting into the blockbuster age, and we get a lot of action movies and heroes. We're coming out of the 80s with all the big guys, but I think we're getting a little bit more complex badasses in this. Really, we had 3 of these were from my original list. Steve Buscemi was added in as a write-in, so I wanted to add him in here. So El Mariachi from Desperado, William Wallace from Braveheart, John McClane from Die Hard with a Vengeance, and Steve Buscemi from Billy Madison. Got to include them. The people want what they want. This one was also a pretty big landslide, TBH. So our winner here is William Wallace. I mean, he cuts off people's legs.
He is a badass. Yeah.
Even if he's not the true hero of Scotland, like everybody thinks after this movie. In this movie, he's a badass.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know much about nor do I care much about the actual William Wallace.
I don't think anybody really does. I think he's just a statue in Scotland that people are like, yep, we like him. He's a hero.
Yep.
And then Mel Gibson, it happened. So,
yeah,
man, what a fall from grace. I mean, Mel Gibson could do no wrong.
In the 90s, I mean, this guy's gold. We'll see him next year too in 96. Sure. He's a popular guy. Keeps showing up. All right, our best couple award. A little love after some of this. We've got Billy and Veronica Vaughn from Billy Madison, President Andrew Shepard and Sidney Ellen Wade from The American President, Lucy and Jack from While You Were Sleeping, Jesse and Celine from Before Sunrise, and Max and Roxanne from A Goofy Movie. I was a little surprised with the results of this outcome, or the results of this. So maybe you all will be as well. As the winner is President Andrew Shepard and Sydney Ellen Wade. It had 3 votes. I think some of the other ones all had 2 votes or at least 1 vote, obviously.
Yeah, I might have voted for this. It was either this or Before Sunrise. I might have just wanted to give more love or attention to the American President, especially because I like that movie so much.
Yeah. Alyssa, any thoughts on this? Who'd you vote for?
Well, I think I might have voted Max and Roxanne. But I didn't really like the Before Sunrise couple as much. And but I also didn't see this movie. I don't think I got to watch The American President.
I think it's a good recommendation for you, Alyssa. If you're going to go back and watch any you missed, I think you might like The American President a lot.
Okay, I think I got like the Cliff Notes version of it because I don't remember it. I don't remember it at all, so I don't think I actually watched this one. So I'm sorry, I don't have a take.
Oh, it's okay. There's a good intro into the West Wing too, a little bit like a more romantic West Wing, and this is a script by
Aaron Sorkin.
Aaron Sorkin, right?
Yep,
I believe it is. Yeah, you get this love story in the middle. Like, why can't a president date? You know, that's basically the whole premise of this movie, and it's adorable. And they are a little bit enemies to lovers, a little bit.
Very fast though.
Yeah.
They are. Yeah, I would like. Compared to the others, I do like that these people they feel real in an Aaron Sorkin sense. They're very elevated, but they're very equal partners. She's very intelligent. It is very wholesome and real and adult love. They're older people. I mean, they're not really that old, but they feel very much into the middle of their lives. So it's nice to see romance there as well.
Did you pair this with The Long Shot?
Yes, I think Long Shot was one that I paired with this. Dave, I think I might have paired with this too from '93. I'm a big Dave head. There's like 4 of us out there that love the movie Dave. I'm one of them. It definitely goes into those categories. But
what's
Long Shot? Long Shot is Charlize Theron is she's in a cabinet member, but then she's running for president, and she hires Seth Rogen to be like her speechwriter. That's right. And they fall in love in a very Apatow kind of way.
She was also his babysitter.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing. She was his babysitter. That was so that's how they reconnect.
It's pretty cute.
It's cute. I love that movie. Long Shot is good.
I think I was interested in it and I never got around to it. I'll check it out.
I think it came out it's one of those movies that came out in theaters and nobody wants to see romantic comedies in theaters anymore. So
or Seth Rogen. Yeah.
Or Seth Rogen. I haven't watched The Studio. Has anybody you watched The Studio?
That's on my list.
Yeah. I heard it's good.
Wasn't a lot of TV this year that I was interested in, but that was definitely one. So I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. And my BFFs with the other 3 Dave heads, I couldn't even name them if I found them. They remain
Dave, you know?
Yeah, we're just Dave to everybody. One of them is my dad. All right. Most likely to succeed. We've got Pat Finley from Heavyweights. We've got Babe the Pig. We've got Max Goof. Tommy Callahan from Tommy Boy, Billy Madison, and Chili Palmer from Get Shorty. This is our first 2-way tie of tonight. And our winners are the titular Babe and the titular Billy Madison.
I think I'm going to vote for Babe here.
I'd watch this movie.
Oh, yeah. The buddy
this is a buddy comedy that I want to see. Babe and Billy Madison. Netflix greenlight it.
I'm here for it.
Any thoughts? Anybody else have any thoughts about?
I think I voted for Tommy Boy because I'm like he just inherited his father's company, so I'm sure he's doing pretty well. But Billy Madison is kind of a similar situation. He's going to be fine. I would love to see more Babe, more sheepdogging, more.
He goes to the city next. He's a big pig in the next one. Yeah. I don't know what he does in that movie. I can't remember.
I don't either. I assume we may see it someday. Yeah.
He goes to the city, obviously.
I've heard that Babe Pig in the City is better than Babe.
People do meme that way. Yeah, they say that it's the better Babe movie. which is crazy
And-
because Babe was so good.
And Babe Pig in the City was actually directed by the Miller guy. What's his name? Who did Mad Max, all the Mad Max movies.
Oh, George
Miller, thank you. Directed and wrote Babe Pig in the City. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, go check that out. All right, Class Clown, our funniest movie of the year. We've got 6 nominees: Tommy Boy, Heavyweights, Clueless, Billy Madison, Friday, and Major Payne. I think 5 of these are would be in the funniest movies of the year.
Which one would it?
I hated one of these movies. I hated Major Payne. I hated it.
Oh yeah.
But I loved all the other ones.
Well, when Renaissance Man exists, why have a?
I know. Why do you need Major Payne? You get Stacey Dash, who's obviously a comedic genius.
Yeah.
Look at her. Look at all her work on Fox News. Our winner today is Heavyweights. I told you there's a lot of heavyweight.
I believe. I love that you found this like sepia photo, like they were actually in Vietnam.
Oh my gosh.
I think Heavyweights and Clueless are probably the most quotable.
Yeah.
Like they might be tied for most quotable.
Yeah.
Not in my household.
For this year?
No, I'm talking about the one I grew up in. Again, my mom and sisters are huge Billy Madison people, but
I think when I was a kid, Billy Madison was rent free in my head for years. Like, I think that if you asked anywhere, like 8 to 12-year-old me, I just had that movie on repeat every time we went to like Blockbuster with my babysitter or something. We were like, we're getting Billy Madison again. Yeah.
But yeah, like everyone, that's a good point that you made, Alyssa, about the quotable nature of those. I mean, every single one of those movies, including Major Payne on that screen, have been quoted up and down for the last 30 years. Just insane amounts of quote. Major Payne, it has its moments, but that I quoted, I just did not like it. So best looking, we've got Josh from Clueless, Debbie from Friday, Roxanne from A Goofy Movie, Elena from Desperado, El Mariachi from Desperado, and Cher from Clueless, and Xenia Onatop was a last second addition to this. So the winner, also the only person that's not a human being on this list. Oh no, what's going on?
Me? Am I the winner?
You're the winner. There we go.
Me and Alyssa.
Yeah. The only non-human being on this list, Roxanne.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm here for it.
She kind of stole the show with this one. I think all the other ones just had 1 vote, but this one had a few. So I think she had 4 votes for her. So
she's
good job,
everybody's childhood crush.
Yeah, they had no business drawing her so gorgeous.
You have,
especially in the opening scene, the dream sequence where she's in that flowy white dress. Insane. Don't do that to me. I'm 8.
You have that picture on a t-shirt.
I do have this picture on a t-shirt. You're absolutely right. I forgot all about that. She's a babe. Okay. I'm
sure Xenia was fine, but I can only see her in polygons from the Nintendo 64. So.
She's strong legs, man. She's like Snoo Snoo, if you know any Futurama stuff. I think I don't even think I voted for Roxanne. I voted for Elena from Desperado. I voted for Salma from Desperado.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
It's whatever. All right, let's watch that scene again. This is for the most rewatchable scene. As you can see, probably the most rewound and footage on any VHS tape on the left there. Stacy from Fast Times at Ridgemont High, giving some Amy Heckerling love out there. But we've got Eye to Eye from A Goofy Movie, Babe becoming a sheepdog, Craig's dad from Friday, Academic Decathlon from Billy Madison, Casper being a real boy at the end of Casper, What's in the Box from 7, and Locking Up Tony from Heavyweights. And our winner is, this one was really close too. There was like basically a 3-way tie till the end of the day. And our winner is Craig's dad from Friday.
I think I voted for Decathlon, but I think with maybe it's recency bias. If I had rewatched Friday, I might have put in Craig's dad too.
Craig's dad, yeah. I think I think there's just a lot of love for Friday out there and a lot of laughs coming from just anything that Craig's dad says.
Yeah.
We talked about it in length 2 days ago, so
Yeah.
not much to say about this. Alyssa, you have any thoughts on Craig's dad?
No, I agree. I think it's a good. I don't think I voted for it either, but it is very. He's just funny the entire movie. He is a great comedic relief as well as voice of reason.
Totally.
I wish I could remember what Chris Tucker says about his dad's hair. It's like spiders fighting each other, and
They're like spiders having a meeting.
oh, that's what it was.
That's funny. I think I missed that joke. That's really funny. As far as rewatchable scene too, if like YouTube had clipped together everything John Witherspoon does in that movie for like 7 minutes, I could see myself watching that YouTube clip like once a
over and
month.
over and yes, absolutely. That's what I was thinking of when that I was like, what ones are on YouTube that people are probably putting a supercut together of, or just
I don't want to
watching that scene
rewatch
over.
Friday today, but I do want to
No.
see everything John Witherspoon says.
Yes, absolutely. All right, we got our best entertainer where I asked everybody to choose 2 performances from this. So we'll have 2 winners from best entertainer. We've got Brad Pitt, Robert De Niro, Gene Hackman, Kevin Spacey, Ben Stiller, Sandra Bullock, Mira Sorvino getting some love, Sharon Stone getting some love, Richard Dreyfuss, Bruce Willis, and Alicia Silverstone. I was a little surprised with the results of this one. I was happy with one and surprised by the other. So our best entertainer awards go to Ben Stiller for his work in Heavyweights and Gene Hackman for his work in Crimson Tide, Get Shorty, and The Quick and the Dead. What do we think about this?
I think I picked both of them.
Really?
I know. I mean, I think I put Ben Stiller because I think his performance is iconic, and I know I put Gene Hackman. I didn't watch Crimson Tide this year, but I think he was my favorite part of Get Shorty and The Quick and the Dead. He blew me away. He passed this year, and it was really nice to be able to see some like kind of forgotten performances he did, and he was just an amazing actor, even in his smallest movies.
What about you, Alyssa? Who'd you?
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest, but to do 3 movies in a year is very impressive. I remember I was trying to pick people who had done multiple things in a year, because thinking like overall entertainer, like this person entertained me the most because I saw them the most. So yeah, Gene Hackman, I agree, is like makes total sense. I will say I will put like an asterisk that I thought I considered voting for Kevin Spacey because he was in 2 movies, but just for the principle of it, I did not vote for him.
He had multiple votes.
I was looking over that list again, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I know who I like, and it's Ben and Gene. And I was like, maybe Kevin Spacey, but nah.
Yeah, he did have multiple votes. I think De Niro had a couple votes as well, but these were the strong favorites among everybody. I will say, I mean, you can't get wrong with Ben Stiller. Crimson Tide. We were talking about movies that kind of surprised us this year. I had never seen Crimson Tide until this year, and I freaking loved that movie. That movie surprised the hell out of me. I used to not be a big Denzel person, but Denzel was both really good in that, and Gene Hackman is just superb. And like seeing them face off against each other, just 2 actors just giving it their all against each other, it felt like a play. And I
That's
really
good to hear. That makes me actually want to watch it, because I think that I don't know if I've ever seen it, but if someone was like, "Hey, 1995's Crimson Tide, I watched last night, it's good," I'd be like, "Oh, that's cool." A 90s naval submarine movie. I don't know. I've seen Hunt for Red October. I really don't need to go back and check that out. But with that review, it makes me a lot more interested.
No, it does. It does. It just feels like such a play, because at one, you're already on a small. You're in a secluded place. You're on a submarine, so it's just a lot of back and forth on that. It's about a mutiny, and there are some like action scenes, but honestly, there's like really thrilling parts. It reminds me kind of Failsafe, which is the play that Dr. Strangelove is based on. About the bomb and everything. It gives me those kind of vibes to it a little bit as well, because there is a man with his finger on the button waiting to destroy the world and start World War III kind of thing to this. So it's good. I was surprised that I liked it as much as I did.
Yeah, that's a good sell for me, because I love a play adaptation, and I love a talky, high tension, bottled up kind of movie. Those are my favorite types. So I would have assumed Crimson Tide was just a lot of pipes exploding.
Yeah, it does have that. I will not undersell you and tell you that there are not pipes exploding on this, but yeah, and a lot of like familiar faces in this movie too, like cameos and stuff like that you'll see. But solid action thriller with some really good acting in it. So
nice.
All right,
the Hack Man.
It is now time for our best movie award. This one came down to the wire as well. And I have Now and Then on here twice, so I apologize for that. It did not deserve both of those things on there. But we've got Now and Then. We had some people that were voting for Now and Then really hard. So shout out to those Now and Then lovers out there. We have Now and Then, Braveheart, Toy Story, Casper, Braveheart again. Okay. I messed up on this. 7, The Usual Suspects, Sense and Sensibility. And that's it. And our best movie of the year goes to, by one vote, Toy Story.
Wow.
It was between Toy Story and Braveheart, if I could be honest. There were, I think, 4 and 3 for these. So Toy Story.
I think I was a Braveheart vote, but I can't be mad at Toy Story winning. It's a generational movie.
It's me showing my shirt. And that's it. That is what the 52 universe has decided was our best movie of the year. Hopefully that covers everything that we needed to talk about. Is there anything that we're missing? Or any awards that we should have highlighted to make up for 1995?
Well, I don't want to be negative, but like, who gets the Razzie? Like, what was the worst movie? I mean, we can say Crumb. We've already talked about that, but I think it's not a bad movie.
Not a bad movie.
Yeah.
Showgirls?
Showgirls is both the worst and the best movie ever made.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's your vote. Yeah.
I wonder what I gave my lowest vote to. I'm going to look while you guys talk about something or anything.
Yeah. Let's see. Mortal Kombat's mostly nostalgia. I expected to hate Bridges of Madison County and liked it a lot, I think.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Yeah. I'm so ready to be negative, and then stupid movies have to be good.
Oh no, the one with the mountain, the 2 girls that go to get gold in the mountain with Christine Ricci.
Well, that wasn't that a bonus episode?
It was a bonus episode, but it was so bad.
That movie is truly the worst I've ever seen in my entire life. Gold Diggers: The Secret of Bear Mountain.
That's right.
It. Yeah.
What
Escape the Mountain. Close
what
enough.
A dog that movie was.
I see that I didn't rewatch it with you guys, but I see that you were on the podcast for Casper. How does Casper hold up? I imagine I wouldn't enjoy it.
You know what? I mean, I have a lot of nostalgia for Casper.
Mhm.
I thought it was there. I misremembered quite a bit of it. Like I thought that the dad tried to commit suicide. He didn't. Don't know why I added that in there in my brain.
Wow.
But it is cute. It is like still like the beats of it are still funny. I'm also someone who loves a like I can't do scary movies, so something that is like Halloween adjacent or spooky adjacent is definitely in something that I enjoy, but it is very childish. So maybe not the favorite, but when he does come down as a human boy, I'm still like,
love it, yeah.
like, they're so cute and I love it. I love it.
It wasn't my favorite as a kid, but I haven't given the chance as an adult. I bet I could appreciate it more for its beats and how
the 3 uncles, the 3 ghost uncles. I think when you're an adult, you appreciate them a lot more.
I forgot them. Yeah.
Their little side quips are very funny, but overall, I mean, it was pretty good. It wasn't like, I don't think I'd recommend it to people, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think it's a fun, easy watch, especially around Halloween. It's something to put on and you can have in the background. It's okay if you miss a few parts or so not a bad movie.
Well, I think my hottest take, because I had never seen it until this year, and people are not going to like me saying this. I think Mr. Holland's Opus is a bad, annoying movie.
Wow.
Yeah, I'll just leave everybody with that. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I think it's probably, I think I put it in the middle of my pack. I think my biggest surprise was how much I didn't like Usual Suspects as much as I remembered liking it. And then
Bad Boys was also a disappointment to me. I had never seen the original and I expected it to be better, but it wasn't bad. I was just like, okay, sure.
12 Monkeys was worse than I thought it was going to be. It was both good and bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I was on that pod, and I had a lot of love for 12 Monkeys, and I still liked it, but it was lessened in the rewatch.
Basketball Diaries was one that I had never seen, that I could never see again and be okay. It was not as good. Just because Leo's in something in the 90s doesn't mean that it was good then. So big swing and miss for me on that one. That one is probably, that and Major Pain are my two worst movies of the year.
Yeah.
So fair.
Alyssa, did I make you watch something that was just really, really bad? I make you watch a lot of bad stuff, so it's hard to.
No, I hated Major Pain more than you did.
Yeah.
Because I had never seen it. You had like nostalgia for it, and you're like, oh, the quotes, and I was like, this man is awful. This is abusive. He needs to be investigated. Like, he's a bad person. You're like, you need to suspend your beliefs slightly, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And so I hated Major Pain, and the Bear Mountain. I just remember watching it like this. Like, when is it gonna end? And is Christina Ricci gonna drown because of this bitch? Like,
yeah.
It's a rough one. Then I look at some of the other extra credit ones. I forgot that I watched Kids, and one, that was insane movie. There's a reason why it's hard to find.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't watch that one if you don't want to. All right, that's it for our Slashies. Thank you all for participating in those. We've got more voters. Like I said, we got more voters this year than we did last year, so that's always an improvement. If you want to stay up to date on those things, please get in the Discord. That's where we do a lot of our discussing and putting news and things like that, what we're watching out there. So do hop in there. I've got a couple other things to do before we end today's show, and you guys can stick around as well. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal our logo for next year, the 52/1996 ripoff of the Mission Impossible logo. And I hope that this next slide will work, because it's going to show you the intro. So here it goes.
Oh.
Fussy. Who hired this crew?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. Show me the money! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Baby, you are so money and you don't even know it.
Yeah. I thought this was good. Oh, boys! I'm back!
What
Amazing.
an ending.
The Randy Quaid. Yeah, I love it.
How do I get out of this now? Escape. That always works. And that is our
all over again. Yeah.
Let's watch it again. Let's just keep watching it. All right. And so that is our new intro to 52/1996. We're going to be doing things a little bit differently, but I've got the next few. We're not doing them on a month necessarily by month basis. They do kind of line up with the months, but we've got several new categories, and to honor the movies of 1996. We're kicking off January with our villain era for kids, where we're going to talk about fun villains from these movies, or iconic villains from these movies. We're talking about Muppet Treasure Island on January 4th, 101 Dalmatians on January 11th, Hunchback of Notre Dame on January 18th, and Matilda on January 25th. Instead of doing our typical romance for February, we're saying I'll have what she's having. So these are all sex-based movies. Some of them are pretty hardcore. So this one's going to be an interesting month. We've got Crash, which is not the same Crash that you're thinking of. This one is a Cronenberg movie. And so I'm eager to watch this one because people talk about it all the time. That's on February 1st. Bound, which is a Wachowski's movie, on the 8th of February. Striptease on February 15th for Valentine's Day. And Kama Sutra, A Tale of Love, but on the 22nd of February. Our Oscar month, these are our Best Picture nominees: The English Patient, Fargo, Jerry Maguire, Secrets and Lies. I've never seen that one. And Shine. I've never seen that one either. It is much kind of like people hate Shine nowadays.
Yeah, that's a kind of weak Best Picture year. I mean,
It
obviously,
honestly is.
yeah,
It really is.
Fargo is amazing, but it doesn't win. I know that much.
No, yeah, it does not win. But
Spoiler
I think
alert.
yeah, sorry.
30-year spoiler alert.
Moving into April, we've got Happy Gilmore, The Nutty Professor, Waiting for Guffman, Kingpin, Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Oh, yeah.
And we've got courtroom dramas or thrillers. I'll See You in Court is the name of that one. Primal Fear, A Time to Kill, The People versus Larry Flint, and Ghosts of Mississippi. Some hard watches there. And then one of my favorite categories we have is Adele Dazeem. Based on the work of icon John Travolta. So every movie this month is a John Travolta movie. We've got Michael, Phenomenon, and Broken Arrow. So it's going to be a blast. And then Face Off comes out the next year. Moving on to make it a blockbuster night. These are probably some of the most important movies of this year. We've got The Rock, Independence Day, Mission Impossible, Twister, and Ransom, getting our Mel Gibson on in Ransom.
Yeah, that month is back.
And then I got to choose some movies because I really couldn't figure out a place to put any of these things, and I want to watch them, so they're my choice. One of my favorite movies of all time, That Thing You Do, around my birthday. We've got Lone Star, which is the movie, John Sayles movie I tell everybody to watch if they've never seen it. Big Night, which is an interesting one. Sling Blade, to round out that month. New Kids on the Block. So this one's all about like new directors, first-time directors to the scene. So Paul Thomas Anderson's first movie, Hard Eight, and Wes Anderson's first movie, Bottle Rockets, Jon Favreau, Swingers, and Greg Mottola for The Day Trippers. So small movies at the time, but end up being very big directors.
I'm very excited about The Day Trippers. That's one of my favorite hidden gems, so I'm happy to share that.
I love the Day Trippers a lot, so that's a good one. And then we move into our what's your favorite scary movie? We've got 5 to round out that category: Mars Attacks, The Craft, The Frighteners, From Dusk Till Dawn, and Scream, finishing out that month. So this is where we get the start of our scary movies. Crime Time for November, we're looking at Train Spotting, Set It Off, Eraser, and Sleepers. Sleepers is one of those movies that I always associated with Heat for some reason, mostly because they just had a lot of famous actors in them, and they had a similar covers. That's the only thing. And then we end our year on From Stage to Screen. So all of these movies were based on plays or musicals and were filmed. So we've got The Crucible, The Birdcage, Romeo and Juliet, Evita, and Marvin's Room. So that is our 1996. Happy New Year to everyone. I'll stop sharing my screen here and say goodbye. One of the things that I do want to say before I close out, want to thank everybody for participating this year, subscribing, doing anything. It really is helpful, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You don't have to spend money on this at all. I do appreciate you that do. I try and put all that back into the podcast. So I really appreciate everybody. For extra credits, I am going to scale back. We're not going to do 52 more extra movies this time around. I'm thinking about doing a couple things. One, I'm going to set a poll in our Discord, and I'll send that out to anybody else that's interested, with a list. And I'm going to ask you to choose 5 movies from that list. And the 5 movies that get the most votes on that are the ones that I'm going to do. And then I am going to pull some of our frequent guests on here, and we're going to do extra credit episodes based on your favorite movies, something that you've wanted to talk about, something that it could be your favorite movie. It could be a movie that you've been begging to watch. It doesn't matter what year it is, 95 or 96 or 2025, but it's something you wanted to watch. We want to talk about it with you. So I'm going to pull some of you guys in here to do that and talk about those with you. And then I swear I'm going to get to Orson Welles this year, and that's going to be the other one that I'm going to pull.
You got to do it, man. I want it so
bad.
bad.
Do it. I want to do Orson Welles so bad. He's so important to film. So just some thoughts. I'll be putting some stuff in the Discord after this. But again, I want to thank everybody for doing this with me. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Alyssa, Joseph, Ryan, Steven, Spencer, Crafty, all those people that have joined me this year for those. I really appreciate you guys, and hope you all have a good year. And here's to Muppet Treasure Island on Sunday.
Starting off strong.
And this is our final outro for 52/1995. So I'm going to let it play the whole way through, just for Joe. So love you guys. We'll see you next year.
Bye.
What a year, what a time. Big screens, dreams, a movie rewind. From talking toys to heists gone wrong, we're watching it live and singing along. 52/1995. Grab some snacks, we're going live. Action, drama, comedy gold. We're reliving the stories told.
One movie a week, all year long. Let's roll the tape.